What's good, you guys? It's your boy, the Urban Archer, coming at you guys with another video. I'm gonna try to make this one a real quick one, y'all. Basically, all I really want to talk to you guys about today is people skills, man. So I had a little situation happen to me yesterday. I was debating on whether or not I was going to talk to you guys about it or not, but I decided to go ahead and talk to you guys about it. Basically, what happened was, so most of you guys know, if you subscribed, if you subscribe to my channel, more than likely I walked up to you directly inside of a store or outside or somewhere, and I spoke to you directly about my channel, what I do, what's on my channel, and asked you to subscribe. So a lot of you know that I am a very personable person when it comes to trying to build my channel. I try to do the footwork and I try to talk to people directly. I get very, very little subscriptions, even though I ask constantly for people to share me on their social media as much as people are on social media. I do not grow off of social media for some reason. I literally have to do the footwork and I put the time in and talk to people directly. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that to say this. Yesterday I went into the food line and I was going to make some groceries. I was walking around and just talking to people about my channel. And I just happened to run into two individuals in an aisle, a man and a woman. They were married. Started my normal conversation. You know, how you doing? Do you watch YouTube? Oh, yes, I watch YouTube. Okay, cool. You should check out my channel. Well, yeah. What do you do? I'm a hunter. When I said that, guys, everything went south. She was a vegan, and so was her husband. And they proceeded to bash me for killing animals. They proceeded to tell me that I was full of hate and death and just all kinds of very, very mean, nasty things that they said. When I try to explain to them that my channel is it's a hunting channel, but it's more about archery than anything, they weren't trying to hear it. They made major assumptions about the type of person that I was, and it was a very negative experience, but more than anything, it was very disappointing because these individuals were people of color. They were also younger. They weren't elderly or anything. They were young people, and for most, for the most part, from listening to them, they seemed like they were pretty intelligent individuals. Number one, I want to start off by saying I don't bash anybody for being a vegetarian. I don't bash anybody for being a vegan, vegetarian, whatever you want to call it. I don't bash anybody for that, and I don't speak down on anybody for their life decisions and their choices as far as what their diet is and what they eat and what they put in their body. That is your personal choice as an individual. Where the problem comes in at is when you have people who have made a decision for their life to lead their lives a certain way and to not partake in certain things. When you have people like that decide because they have made that decision for their lives that everybody else is wrong and everybody else is just terrible. That's the problem. And I ran into two individuals like that just yesterday. And first of all, their facts about being a vegetarian were incorrect. They tried to tell me a lot of different facts about being a vegetarian. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a very astute person. I take a lot of time out of my everyday life to look and research just about anything that interests me. It's very rare for me to speak on any subject matter unless I've done extensive research on it. I just don't put my foot in my mouth like that. And I recommend that you all do the same thing. If you don't know something, you shouldn't be arguing about it. But this particular subject matter, I had a lot of knowledge in. I've read a lot of testing on veganism and vegetarianism. I've read a lot of studies that have been done as far as the effects of veganism on the body and vegetarianism on the body, as well as effects of a carnivorous diet versus an omnivorous diet. I've pretty much done my due diligence and research to understand basically that, for the most part, and some people might not agree with me, but for the most part, from what I've seen, from the information that I've gathered and the research and studies that I've read, your body's just doesn't function very well off of just a plant alone diet. It just doesn't. If you are a vegan, if you are a 100% vegetarian, in other words, you do not eat any type of meat, not even fish, you're supplementing some kind of way to try to get some of the things that you're missing. And to me, in my opinion, that's not healthy. Anytime that you have to go and put a pill into your body that was manufactured in some laboratory somewhere to get the essentials that you need in your diet that you could get from eating a piece of meat, I think that's an unhealthy choice. Now, that's just my opinion. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But that's just my opinion. But I'm not basing my opinion off of just personal feelings. I'm basing my opinion off of scientific study. I'm basing my opinion off of personal experience. And I'm basing my opinion off of what I've seen surrounding me and other people around me. If you were to look up the number of people who, become vegan or become a vegetarian and go back to eating meat for health reasons, it's ridiculous. It's the numbers are crazy. So, with that being said, what it all comes down to is people skills, y'all. We are at a very interesting time in America right now, and we're in even more of an interesting time in our neighborhoods and in our communities. And the worst thing that we can be doing right now is judging people without knowledge, without information. And that's what the world wants us to do to each other. They want us to judge each other. They want us to come to conclusions on each other without the proper knowledge, without all the information. Because as long as we're doing that, as long as we're coming to conclusions on each other and making decisions on how we feel about a person without getting to know them or know anything about them, then all the negative and messed up stuff that those evil people in the world want to do and want to keep going are going to be successful. These individuals that I ran into in this food line, guys, would not stop for 2 seconds to try to understand my side of what I was trying to explain. They didn't get the point of my channel. They didn't get why I created the channel. They didn't get any information because they were too busy trying to judge me and accuse me and call me out of my name, just all kind of things. Understand that people have feelings. Understand that people carry what you say with them once they leave you. It doesn't just end there. When you say things to people, they take that with them. And so learning people skills, learning how to respect another individual, their thoughts, their feelings, their practices, their beliefs, whatever, is so important, especially now for us as a people. It's so important. We have to get beyond the superficial thought patterns that we run underneath, guys. We have to try to relearn people skills, man. Relearn people skills. Relearn how to treat each other, how to speak with each other, how to communicate with each other, and how to share ideals without judgment, without negativity, and without violence or aggression. I talk to a lot of people about my hunting. I talk to a lot of people about my archery and my channel. And I can honestly say that for the most part, I get met with a lot of positivity. A lot of positivity. Most people are very interested. Most people are curious. Most people are just think that it's just cool, whatever it is that I'm doing. And they just subscribe to me for the simple fact of it's just something different. But then you run into those very ignorant people and those people who are extremely closed-minded and who are not really lending themselves to be open-minded enough to understand anything else besides their own thought patterns. And for those people, I say, you need to grow up. The world is changing. Things are moving around you. And every closed-minded person, every shut-down person, every judgmental person, every person that just doesn't have people skills and does not know how to deal with their fellow man or fellow woman in a respectful and conscious and intelligent way are going to be the people that fall to the wayside. This is the Urban Archer saying, keep plugging away, keep on pushing, stay motivated, keep on driving for whatever goal, keep setting goals, keep on just trying to be the best person that you can be every day. Not just because I said so, but because it's just what's right. It's just what's right, y'all. Keep plugging away. Urban Archer signing out.